I will start with you. What can you tell us about the lawmakers who woke up to this news this morning? What are they saying?
Yeah, well, NewsNation has independently confirmed that House Speaker Mike Johnson, as well as Senate Intelligence Committee member Mark Warner and House Intelligence Committee member Jim Himes, all notified before these strikes happened by the Trump administration. But a big focus here on Capitol Hill right now is going to be on what's known as a war powers resolution. And that would require congressional approval for any offensive strikes against Iran. We're seeing a lot more chatter, obviously, of that this morning. Senator Tim Kaine, a short while ago, saying that Congress should reconvene immediately to vote on that. And earlier this morning, we also heard from House member Ro Khanna, who's pushed a measure for a war powers resolution. He said that a vote could be held as soon as Monday. Take a listen to what he said.
Donald Trump has launched a war on Iran. The Congress must reconvene on Monday to vote on Thomas Massie and my war powers resolution to stop this war. Trump says his goal is to topple the Iranian regime. But the American people are tired of regime change wars that cost us billions of dollars and risk our lives. Every member of Congress must go on record today on how they will vote on Thomas Massie and my war powers resolution.
Again, pressure to vote on that war powers resolution. We also saw Senator Andy Kim from New Jersey release a strongly worded statement calling this a dangerous and foolish decision made by President Trump, that similar to one that President Bush did a generation ago. So all sorts of reactions continuing to come in, Hannah.
Tom, thank you so much. Libby, as some lawmakers are calling for a war power resolution, I want to ask you about a few lawmakers when Venezuela happened. We know a lot of them did not get a heads up when there was an operation to capture Maduro. They're getting one this time, though. What's the difference when it comes to the White House's strategy of handling both these situations?
I mean, the fact that they were even notified, Hena, is the key difference here. And I actually just learned that Senate Majority Leader John Thune, he was also notified beforehand. So add him to the list there that you just heard from Tom. And that was really one key thing that we were watching for today, was if there was any kind of a congressional notification from the Trump administration about this. And that is the big difference here that we're seeing play out, Hena.
Tom, some lawmakers are not as critical, especially on the Republican side. What are you hearing from them on Capitol Hill this morning?
Well, notable voice, House Majority Whip Tom Emmer released a statement, obviously showing support behind these strikes against Iran. He's a very high-ranking Republican on Capitol Hill, and he said about this, calling it a bold, decisive act of strength. We also saw Lindsey Graham talk about these strikes, saying that this could potentially lead to the biggest change in the Middle East in 1,000 years. And he described the operation as being well planned. But also another notable reaction I want to talk about, too, Senator John Fetterman, a Democrat from Pennsylvania, also voiced some support for all this, saying that President Trump is willing to do what is right and necessary. So, again, all sorts of reactions that we are seeing come in, obviously largely split along party lines. Obviously, we're showing you this one from Senator John Fetterman because he's a Democrat and he's voicing support from all of it. But again, key things to watch for today are going to be reactions from lawmakers. I'm going to have my eye out for Senator Ted Cruz. As we were saying earlier this morning, he actually flew aboard Air Force One just yesterday. And earlier this week, he described Iran as being in a weak position right now. So I'm curious to see, again, more reaction coming in from lawmakers. Hannah.
And we know Secretary Marco Rubio, a lot of questions on where he is this morning, whether he's in Mar-a-Lago or not.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.